Your third eye is opening. Here's what that means for you. Get ready, because today we're diving into something that can completely change your spiritual journey: the activation of your third eye. This isn't just about raising your awareness a little. This is about unlocking a level of perception that can transform how you see reality itself. But before we get into the signs that your third eye is awakening, let me ask you something. What would your life look like if you could see beyond the surface of things? Imagine if your intuition was razor sharp, so precise that you could instantly read the energy of any situation, any person, at any time. Imagine feeling so deeply connected to the universe that you just know things without needing proof. That's the kind of power we're talking about when your third eye starts to open. What is the third eye? The third eye, often linked to the pineal gland, is the gateway to higher consciousness. It's the center of intuition, insight, and spiritual vision. When it starts to awaken, you're not just growing spiritually, you're stepping into an entirely new dimension of reality. And here's the thing, once this happens, there's no going back. You'll start seeing the world differently. Your understanding of life will expand. Your energetic vibration will rise. And suddenly, things that once seemed impossible will start making perfect sense. But how do you know if this is happening to you? What are the signs that your third eye is opening? Let's break it down. Sign 1. Your perception of reality shifts. One of the first signs of third eye activation is a noticeable shift in how you experience reality. Things that once felt solid and unchangeable might start to feel more fluid, more connected. You may experience moments where time feels different, sometimes slowing down, sometimes speeding up. You might feel a deep sense of interconnectedness with the world around you, as if the boundaries between you and everything else are fading. This happens because your third eye allows you to perceive beyond the physical world. You start to tap into subtle energies that have always been there, but now you can actually sense them. Have you ever had a moment where the world felt more alive, like you were seeing past the surface of things? If so, you're likely experiencing the early stages of third eye activation. Sign 2. Your intuition becomes unshakable. Another major sign is a powerful increase in intuitive insights. You start receiving information that you didn't logically figure out, but somehow you just know. You feel drawn toward the right people and situations without knowing why. You sense when something isn't right before you have proof. You get answers to questions without having to ask. This isn't luck. This isn't coincidence. This is your third eye tuning into the energetic field around you, pulling in information from beyond the physical world. The more your third eye activates, the more you'll trust your intuition, because it will become too accurate to ignore. Sign 3. You feel physical sensations in your forehead. Now here's where things can get intense. When your third eye starts opening, you might feel a strange pressure or tingling sensation in the center of your forehead, right between your eyebrows. This happens because energy is flowing through your third eye chakra, clearing blockages and preparing it to fully awaken. Some people also experience lightheadedness or dizziness, mild headaches, a pulsing sensation between the eyebrows. If you've ever felt this, don't ignore it. Your body is adjusting to higher frequencies, and this is a sign that your third eye is actively awakening. Pause for a moment and ask yourself, have you ever felt an unexplained pressure in your forehead, or moments where your intuition was so strong that you couldn't ignore it? If so, your third eye is waking up. And as it does, your entire energetic system begins to shift. Sign 4. You become highly sensitive to energy. As your third eye activation progresses, you'll start noticing something else. You're more in tune with the energy around you. You might walk into a room and instantly sense if the vibe is off. You might pick up on people's emotions before they even say a word. You might feel an unexplained connection to nature, animals, or even the universe itself. At first, this heightened sensitivity can feel overwhelming. You're feeling more, both the good and the bad. The energy of people, places, and situations becomes impossible to ignore. This can be a blessing, but also a challenge. Because when your third eye is fully open, you don't just feel the light. You also feel the shadow. You become aware of deeper truths, both beautiful and uncomfortable. And that's where real growth happens. So let me ask you, are you prepared to feel everything? Because that's what happens when your third eye fully activates. This is just the beginning. The activation of your third eye isn't just a moment, it's a journey. Your body, mind, and spirit need time to adjust to these new frequencies. But once the process starts, everything changes. Your perception expands, your intuition sharpens, your vibration rises, and you begin seeing life for what it truly is. The power of sensitivity, turning awareness into strength. The more you embrace your heightened sensitivity, the more you can use it as a tool rather than feeling overwhelmed by it. It's like unlocking an entirely new level of perception, one that most people don't even realize exists. But with this power comes responsibility. You'll need to learn how to protect your energy, how to ground yourself when things feel too intense, and how to use your heightened awareness wisely. The more you refine this skill, the more you'll recognize that your sensitivity isn't a burden, it's a gift. Sign 5. Vivid and lucid dreams. Another powerful sign of third eye activation is the shift in your dreams. When your third eye begins to open, the barrier between the waking world and the dream world becomes thinner. Your dreams become more vivid, more symbolic, and sometimes even prophetic. You might start dreaming about events before they happen. You might have encounters with spiritual guides, ancestors, or beings from higher realms. You might wake up feeling like your dreams were more real than reality itself. This happens because the third eye is the gateway to both your subconscious and the spiritual dimensions. When it activates, your ability to access these hidden realms becomes much stronger. Ask yourself, have your dreams been more intense lately? Have they felt like messages rather than random thoughts? If so, your third eye is waking up. Your dreams are no longer just fragments of your imagination. They are insights, messages, and reflections of your evolving consciousness. Pay attention to them. They hold keys that can help guide your spiritual journey. Sign number 6. Increased synchronicities. One of the most undeniable signs of third eye activation is an increase in synchronicities. You start noticing patterns. You keep seeing repeating numbers: 1111, 222, 333. You experience coincidences that feel too aligned to be random. These synchronicities aren't just accidents. They are the universe's way of communicating with you, letting you know that you're on the right path. As your third eye opens, your vibration rises, and the more aligned you become, the more these signs will appear. It's like the universe is giving you a little nod saying, yes, you're getting closer. How to accelerate third eye activation. Now that we've covered the signs, let's take things a step further. You're probably wondering, how can I open my third eye faster? How can I take control of this awakening instead of just letting it happen on its own? The good news is, you can speed up this process, but it requires focus, dedication, and a willingness to go deep within yourself. Let's talk about how. The power of meditation, a direct path to activation. I know. Everyone talks about meditation, but when it comes to opening your third eye, this isn't just a suggestion, it's essential. Your third eye responds to stillness, to silence, to moments when your mind is no longer filled with distractions, to those rare times when you are fully present. Regular meditation, especially when focused on the third eye, can dramatically accelerate the process. But this isn't just about sitting in silence. You need to bring your awareness directly to the space between your eyebrows, the center of your forehead. Try this. Close your eyes. Imagine a bright indigo light expanding in that area. With every breath, see it grow stronger, swirling like a vortex of energy. This visualization, combined with focused breathing, activates your third eye and clears away any blockages. Ask yourself, when was the last time you allowed yourself to simply sit in stillness? Not to plan, not to problem solve, just to be. That's where the magic happens. The more you allow your mind to enter this quiet space, the more you create an open path for your third eye to awaken. It's like clearing the fog so you can finally see what's been there all along. The power of sound, unlocking hidden frequencies. Another powerful way to activate your third eye is through sound. You may have heard of binaural beats or solfeggio frequencies. These are sound vibrations that directly influence your brainwaves, helping to shift your consciousness into states where third eye activation becomes more likely. One of the most powerful frequencies for this is 936 Hz, often called the pineal gland activation frequency. Listening to music tuned to this frequency while meditating can be incredibly effective in stimulating your third eye. But let me ask you something. How much noise do you allow into your life every day? And I'm not just talking about physical noise like traffic, conversations, or background music. I'm talking about energetic noise. The constant flood of social media, the stress of endless notifications, the negativity that comes from toxic environments. Your third eye thrives in stillness, but if your mind is constantly bombarded with noise, there's no space for it to open. So here's something to try. Create silence, even just a few minutes a day. Step away from distractions. Turn off your phone. Disconnect from the outside world and allow your mind to rest in the quiet. This simple act can do more for your third eye than you might think. Creating the right environment for your third eye activation. One of the most effective ways to accelerate the opening of your third eye is to reduce the noise, both external and internal. When you create more space for silence, stillness, and higher vibrational frequencies, like healing music, you set the perfect stage for your third eye to awaken. How your diet affects third eye activation. This might surprise you, but what you put into your body directly impacts your energy centers, including your third eye. Certain foods and substances can either block or enhance your third eye activation. One of the biggest culprits behind third eye blockages, fluoride. Over time, fluoride can calcify the pineal gland, making it harder for your third eye to function at its highest potential. Reducing your intake of fluoride, whether it's in drinking water, toothpaste, or processed foods, can help decalcify your pineal gland and open your third eye more easily. On the other hand, certain foods can nourish and activate your third eye. Here are some of the best ones. Dark leafy greens like kale and spinach detoxify your body and raise your vibration. Raw keko stimulates the pineal gland and enhances clarity. Foods rich in chlorophyll help remove toxins and energize your energy field. Herbs like gotu kola, ashwagandha, and turmeric, known to support spiritual awareness and pineal gland function. It's not just about physical health, it's about spiritual alignment. When you eat high vibrational foods, your energy field becomes clearer. You feel more connected, more in tune with yourself, and more receptive to the wisdom of your third eye. So let me ask you, are you feeding your body in a way that nourishes your spirit? Because the physical and the spiritual are deeply connected. The choices you make about what you eat don't just affect your body, they affect your energy, your intuition, and your ability to see beyond the ordinary. The power of mindfulness in third eye activation. Another key practice to speed up your third eye awakening: mindfulness. Your third eye is all about perception, seeing beyond the physical world. The more present and aware you are, the more your third eye will naturally begin to open. This isn't about sitting in meditation all day. It's about being fully present in everything you do. Mindful eating, savoring each bite, feeling gratitude for your food. Mindful walking, feeling your feet on the ground, connecting with the earth. Mindful conversations, listening deeply, being fully engaged in the moment. When you practice mindfulness, you start noticing things you once ignored. You become aware of energies, patterns, and synchronicities that have always been there, but that your busy mind never stopped to see. Let me ask you something. How often do you rush through life without truly seeing what's in front of you? We go through our days on autopilot, moving from task to task, barely aware of the present moment. But when you slow down and start paying attention, something shifts. You notice subtle energies in people and places. You start seeing meaningful coincidences that never stood out before. You feel more connected to the world around you. Mindfulness is like exercise for your third eye. The more you practice, the stronger it gets. Trust the process. Let the energy flow. And finally, one of the most important things you can do to accelerate your third eye activation is this: trust the process. This isn't something you can force. The more you try to control your awakening, the more resistance you create. Instead, surrender. Let go of the need to push or rush. Your third eye will open at the right time in the right way. The universe knows exactly what you need and when you need it. Sometimes the most powerful transformations happen when you stop trying to control everything and simply allow yourself to be open. So let me leave you with this. Are you ready to trust the process? Because when you do, your third eye will open in ways you never imagined, and your entire vibration will rise. What happens after your third eye opens? So you've started feeling the shifts. Maybe you've experienced moments of deep intuition. Maybe you've seen the world with new clarity. Maybe you've even felt that unmistakable pressure in your forehead. But now that your third eye is awakening, what does it mean to live with an open third eye? How you harness this spiritual power without feeling overwhelmed or losing your grounding. This is where the real journey begins. Life with an open third eye. What to expect? Once your third eye is activated, everything changes. The way you see the world, the choices you make, the relationships you form. You start seeing through illusions, not just in society, but in people, situations, and even your own beliefs. It's like the veil has been lifted. and you can finally see the deeper truth behind things. But here's the thing. With great spiritual power comes great responsibility. Once you open your third eye, you can't unsee what you've seen. And that's something you need to prepare for. Your sensitivity to energy will skyrocket. One of the first things you'll notice, your ability to feel energy will be on another level. You'll start sensing people's emotions, sometimes before they even realize them. You'll feel the vibrations of places, situations, and conversations. You may even start seeing energy fields, subtle auras, or light frequencies around people. It's like you've gained a spiritual superpower. But with this power comes a challenge. You need to be mindful of the energy you surround yourself with, choosing your environment wisely. When your third eye is open, being in negative, chaotic environments can feel overwhelming and draining. You'll pick up on hidden emotions, unspoken words, and even toxic energy that others might not notice. So ask yourself, how often do you consciously choose the energy you allow into your life? Now that your third eye is open, this becomes crucial. This doesn't mean you need to isolate yourself or avoid all negativity, but it does mean you should be selective about it. The people you spend time with, the places you go, the energy you engage with. Think of it like energetic hygiene. Just like you wouldn't walk through mud and expect to stay clean, you can't constantly absorb low vibrational energy and expect to stay clear. Protecting your energy and strengthening your intuition. As your third eye opens, one of the most important things you can do is protect your energy. This could mean grounding yourself through physical practices, setting firm boundaries with people whose energy feels too heavy, or regularly cleansing your space with sage, crystals, or other spiritual tools. But the most profound shift you'll experience, a deeper connection to your intuition. When your third eye is fully active, your ability to receive guidance from your higher self, spiritual guides, or even the universe itself becomes much stronger. You might start experiencing intuitive hits, gut feelings so powerful that you can't ignore them. You may notice a sense of inner knowing guiding you in ways that your logical mind can't explain. It's as if your inner GPS has been upgraded, pointing you toward exactly where you need to go, even when it doesn't make sense on paper. But here's the key, you have to trust it. And that's not always easy. Sometimes your intuition will tell you to go in a direction that feels completely opposite of what seems logical. But the more you trust it, the clearer it becomes. And the clearer it becomes, the more aligned your life will be with your highest path. Let me ask you something deep. How often do you trust your intuition over logic? Because now, with your third eye open, your intuition is your most reliable guide. It won't always make sense, but it will always lead you toward your highest good. And the more you listen, the stronger it grows. Seeing the bigger picture, everything is connected. Living with an open third eye means you'll start noticing patterns everywhere. Synchronicities will become impossible to ignore. The same themes and lessons will keep appearing in your life. You'll realize that what once seemed random was actually divinely orchestrated. These moments are not coincidences. They are the universe's way of guiding you, showing you the deeper connections that have always been there. Once you start seeing these patterns, you'll understand that everything is connected. But here's the challenge. Can you surrender to that truth? Can you release the need to control everything and trust that life is unfolding exactly as it should? Because that's what living with an open third eye is about. It's about seeing beyond the illusions, understanding the bigger picture, and trusting that you are part of something much larger than yourself. Becoming a conscious creator of your reality. Once your third eye is open, you are no longer just a passive observer in life. Now you have the awareness, the insight, and the power to actively co-create your reality. This is where the real magic happens. Your actions, thoughts, and intentions begin to align with the energy of the universe. You manifest with greater ease because you are in harmony with higher frequencies. You start to understand that you are a creator, capable of shaping your world in ways you never imagined. So here's my final question for you. What will you create with this newfound power? Now that your third eye is open and your vibration is rising, how will you use this energy? Because this isn't just about personal awakening. It's about bringing more light, more wisdom, and more love into the world. The importance of staying grounded. As you step into this new reality, staying grounded is more important than ever. Why? Because expanding your consciousness and accessing higher realms of knowledge can feel overwhelming. You're suddenly exposed to a flood of new information, energies, and insights. And while this is exhilarating, it can also make you feel disoriented or disconnected from the physical world. The key to navigating this: balance. You must learn how to stay rooted in your physical body while allowing your consciousness to expand. Because that's the challenge you'll face as your third eye fully awakens. The more your spiritual vision expands, the more you'll notice situations, energies, and even people who no longer align with who you're becoming. This can lead to feelings of frustration, isolation, or even confusion as your higher awareness clashes with the everyday world. That's why grounding is essential. Simple ways to stay grounded. One of the best ways to anchor yourself in the present moment is through physical movement. Walk barefoot on the earth, feel the connection between you and the ground beneath you. Spend time in nature, breathe in fresh air, soak in the sun, listen to the sounds around you. Practice yoga or breath work. Move your body and bring awareness to your breath. Your body is your vessel in this world. It's what keeps you stable while your consciousness explores higher realms. The more you take care of it, the more easily you can integrate the spiritual insights you're receiving. So let me ask you, how connected are you to your body right now? Because as your third eye opens, it's easy to get caught up in the spiritual and forget about the physical. But if you want to navigate this awakening smoothly, you need both. Managing your sensitivity to energy. Another challenge with third eye activation, your sensitivity to energy will skyrocket. You'll feel emotions more deeply, not just your own, but those of the people around you. You'll pick up on subtle vibrations, even in places or situations where nothing seems wrong. You may even feel drained after being in chaotic or heavy environments. While this is a powerful gift, it can also be exhausting if you don't know how to protect your energy. One of the best ways to do this, setting energetic boundaries. Just as you wouldn't let just anyone into your home, you don't have to let just any energy into your space. Visualize a bubble of light around you. This is your energetic field. You decide what enters it. If a place or person feels draining, pause and center yourself. Take a deep breath, reinforce your boundary, and consciously choose what energy you allow in. This is especially important in large crowds or chaotic environments where the energy can feel overwhelming. So let me ask you again, are you protecting your energy? Because as you expand your awareness, it's more important than ever to maintain your energetic sovereignty. You are sensitive, but that doesn't mean you have to absorb everything. You have the power to choose what you let in. Trust your journey. There's no rush. The process of third eye awakening is not a race. It's a continuous unfolding, a journey that reveals deeper layers over time. You don't have to have all the answers right away. You don't have to rush your evolution. Trust that the universe is guiding you. Every challenge, every insight, every synchronicity, it's all part of your growth. So let go of the pressure. Be present, stay grounded, trust the process, because everything is happening exactly as it should.